Do you struggle making meatloaf and mashed potatoes? How about a quick Sunday dinner with me? Mexican mashed potatoes, meatloaf, and steamed cabbage. Couldn't be better. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Doesn't this look delicious? Oh my gosh. So this Sunday my family had mashed potatoes, cabbage, and not your mama's meatloaf. Get into it, watch this video, check out how I did it. Enjoy. So you know you always have to start off with that holy trinity, right? Your bell peppers, onions, and of course garlic. That's what I'm going to start off by putting into a nice hot cast iron skillet, sauteing that up, adding it to the actual meat, and getting it all seasoned. I mean, because what's meatloaf without little vegetables, right? Pay close attention to how I cut my onion. I'm using the tip of my knife to make indentations and slices. Then I'm using the heel of my knife to make the small dice across the sides. Always remember, you have the most power in your knife when you're using the end of the blade, meaning the end that's closest to you. I'm a firm believer in using cast iron. I very rarely will use anything else besides stainless steel. It gives you the best flavor within your food. It sautés the best, it heats up the best, and little known fact, if you are deficient in iron, cast iron is a easy way to add that mineral back into your food. So here I'm just going in with some butter and oil. I always use an oil and then a fat to saute my vegetables. To me, it gives it more flavor without adding extra, I don't know, harshness, if that makes any sense. So yeah, butter, oil, 2-part combination. And I'm sorry that it cuts off at the top. It's smart balance. It's the olive oil. One. Okay, so you know how I showed you all a shot of the seasons that I used? I don't measure. Mm-mm. We ain't measuring. We just going with the good flick of the wrist, and we gonna let the color do the rest. But yeah, it was very good. So, hint here: don't add a lot of salt to your food. This is literally the only salt I add is that, and then the beef bouillon. Keep it simple. Let the actual flavor of the meat do its thing. Let the seasonings do its thing, as well as I do add Worcestershire a little later. And yeah, that's all you need. Not sure if anybody else does this, but this is my trick. I always like to scramble the egg with the Worcestershire sauce and then add it to the meat. This ensures that there is no residual egg in the meat. I've had someone's meatloaf before where the egg wasn't scrambled, and when you cut into it, there was chunks of eggs in the meatloaf. Crazy, right? But yes, here's this little tidbit will save you every time. Then you add your breadcrumbs, but always incorporate the egg first, then the breadcrumbs. That way it absorbs. Everything becomes even and it doesn't dry out. Trust me, you need to add the egg, you need to add the Worcestershire, and you definitely need plain breadcrumbs. When you add the seasoned breadcrumbs, what will tend to happen is you're adding additional salt, which will then over salty, will make your food over salty, if that makes any sense. Always check formation. Always. Before you add it to the pan, always check formation. Make sure it will stay together. It won't fall apart. That is also a key way to ensure that your meatloaf is nice and juicy. You don't want any of the liquids leaking out off to the side. And make sure you give yourself plenty of space and room inside the pan. This is a 70-90 mixture of beef. So it's 70% fat, 90% lean. Two different packs brought together, which will give you a nice, even fat content ratio to, I guess, beef, if that makes any sense. Because you definitely want a little bit of fat because you need that moisture. You don't want it to be dry. You don't, especially adding breadcrumbs in. And so for that, you want to make sure you have enough space. Make sure it gives you enough fat and juices when it actually cooks and releases. And that way, if you give yourself enough space, you can actually manipulate the meatloaf while in the pan, as well as pour off some residual drippings once it's done cooking. Now, once your meat has browned, you definitely want to go ahead and pour off that fat, that grease, that oil, because you don't need it. You don't need it. It's hindering you. It has done its purpose. It has rendered all the fat. It has rendered all the juices. It needs to pour it off, set it aside. You're done. Put it back in the oven for about another 15 to 20 minutes and let it brown up some more. That's right, brown up some more. It's not done cooking, but the fat has come out. So I don't know about you, but I definitely like to taste as I cook. Yes, the meat is cooked, it's not brown enough, we know all of that, but you definitely want to make sure it's seasoned. So here I just went on ahead and had a little quick taste test, and it was pretty good. Yes, I did that. Not dry, not dry, not your mama dry meatloaf from the 90s. It was really good. Here, you want to try? OMG, yes, I use barbecue sauce in my tomato paste. Absolutely, it's like the best kept secret. No ketchup needed. Pop that back in the oven for a few minutes just to let it stick to that meat, and it comes out so good. Just look at this. So now that our cabbage has kind of steamed down a little bit and it made room in the pan, I can go ahead and start seasoning now. Otherwise, it would have been an incredible mess all over the stove, and that would have just been tragic. So now that I've seasoned, I'm going to go ahead and add those carrots in and that crispy bacon. And we're just going to break that up by hand because it's crispy and that's the best part. Once the carrots have softened and the bacon has softened as well, the cabbage is finished. So we're just going to go ahead and give that a quick toss. Put the lid back on, allow that to steam for a little while, cook those carrots up, and get that flavor going. So I'm popping back in just to say, this is my secret ingredient, this dill weed. My husband's aunt taught me this when I went to visit her for the summer one year. We went down and her cabbage was amazing. And I'm like, what are you putting in your cabbage that I'm not putting in mine? And she was like, dill weed. That's the secret ingredient, and I've been using it ever since. Game changer. I'm telling you, no bouillon needed. No bouillon needed. Try this dill weed, just a sprinkle across the top. Doesn't taste like pickles. It tastes earthy, like a clean, like herb flavor. And it just amplifies everything. Trust, trust, trust. Y'all, this cabbage is done. Look at it. Fork, tender carrots, nice, steamed, even cook. Just amazing. And of course, at the end, I definitely had to sneak a few pieces just to taste. It was good. So up next we have our red skin mashed potatoes. When it comes to the red skins, I'm not taking off the skin. Skin is definitely needed. That nutritional factor needs to be there. And it allows for that like lumpy but not thick consistency when it comes to mashed potatoes. Like, you know that they're real. It's so good. Again, I just boiled this with some salt and a little bit of garlic powder. That's it. That's all. We're going to put that pot back on the stove and we're going to get our milk and cream and butter melt together in that same pot. Because who's got time to make multiple dishes? Not I. Not I. Now, before the critics come for me, my family is a dairy household. We do not have any dairy adverses as far as like lactose intolerances to milk. So I'm a real milk type of girl. Yep, that's real whole vitamin D milk and heavy whipping cream. It's okay. Not everybody doesn't like milk. For all of you who do, just at this point, go ahead and substitute for whatever milk you would like to use. Trust me, it'll still come out the same. Just going in with that nature seasoning and some garlic onion powder as well. Holy Trinity, of course. And then, of course, some Italian seasoning. That's it. That's all. Oh, yeah. And butter. Got to have the butter. If you want a velvety texture to your mashed potatoes, add in a couple dollops of sour cream. It's a game changer as well. And if you do it while the mashed potatoes is hot, it'll definitely thin out and you won't get that sour kind of taste that the sour cream has. It kind of cooks off a little bit and it's amazing. Trust. It's time to plate. So here is where the magic actually happens. Not only is it in the cooking process, but it's in the presentation process. Because why? You eat with your eyes first. Everyone eats with their eyes first. So make sure your plates are pretty. You want to start with your vegetable, then your starch, last your meat on top. Sorry for those folks who don't like their food to touch. This is not a video for you. And there you have it, homemade meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and cabbage. This is not your mom's meatloaf. Trust me, this is way better. Hope you all enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Any questions, please leave them down below. Until next time, be blessed.